Corruption scandals are rocking Brazil to its sexy core, and I figured it's up to me, your favorite Brazilian, to explain just what the f is going on. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Izzy Nobre. This is the Izzy Nobre Show, and as a lot of you might know, I was born and raised in Brazil. There's a lot going on in Brazil right now, and most of it is not making the news up here in North America. So this is what's going on. Okay, so the main issue here involves Lula, the former Brazilian president. Now, it's important for you to understand that Lula actually means squid in Portuguese, which means that the most salacious breaking news about this whole situation read like a gritty SpongeBob SquarePants political drama reboot thing. Lula's believed by many to still hold way too much influence over the current president, Dilma. It's kind of like a Medvedev-Putin situation, and if you don't know what those mean, you're gonna have to find your favorite Russian vlogger and have him explain that whole thing to you. There's way too many things to go into right now, but the main thing is Lula's being accused by some of having received cutbacks, and some of those in form of some real estate properties, mainly an apartment at this building. Thing is, he lied about the ownership of all this property that apparently is his, isn't his. Nobody knows exactly, but things point to he lied, and it is actually his. Wasting absolutely no time at all, somebody made a samba about all this property that Lula owns / doesn't own.
Não é nada meu, não é nada meu. Excelência, eu não tenho nada. Isso é tudo de amigos meus, e não é nada meu. E o triplex da praia, me diga de quem é de amigo meu.
Look, say what you want about my people, we make a crumbling government sound catchy. So people are understandably very pissed about this whole situation, so they took to the streets. 6 million of them in this duck. Because, you know what? Listen, we do things differently. And well, actually, it's because the duck symbolizes the expression pagar o pato, which is kind of akin to holding the bag. There's a URL written on this duck, and it takes you to the website that lists all the whatever, because I actually didn't go to the website. But basically what they're saying is we're not going to be holding the bag for this shit. Now here's where it gets tricky. Once it became obvious Lula was pretty much headed to the big house, the ruling party decided to pull some serious House of Cards shit. Current president and Ewok extra Dilma Rousseff decided to nominate this her Ministro da Casa Civil, which basically means Chief of Staff, except it sounds sexier. You wish you had this accent. Now why does this matter? Because people who hold certain government positions cannot be tried by regular judges. They have to be tried through the Supreme Court. Now, funny thing about ruling a country for what, 14 years now, most of the Supreme Court was picked by the ruling party. In fact, 3 of the Supreme Court justices were appointed by Lula himself. Do you see the f***ery they're trying to pull before our very eyes? Now when I say this is some House of Cards shit, this is not an exaggeration. The official House of Cards Twitter account tweeted this, presumably because they're upset at themselves for not actually thinking of this shit before. People lost their goddamn minds when this happened, this whole nomination to Chief of Staff thing, so they took to the streets. Again, with the duck, because listen, tradition is important. That's when the judge presiding over this whole thing went like, hey guys, guess what? We tapped a bunch of phones, we got some good shit on both Lula and Dilma, remember, current head of state of this f***ing country. You guys want to check this out? Here, check us out. And they put this all up on the internet, with making this 2016's hottest drop as far as Brazilians are concerned. And there's some great sound bites out of all these phone taps, including one point Lula actually said to Dilma, a president of a country who is a woman, he said, they need more women with their clits hard for the party. Meanwhile, the judges were like, hey, weren't they trying to nominate this fucker to Chief of Staff in a very blatant get-out-of-jail-free maneuver? F him! And they struck the nomination. But then another judge struck that, which meant the nomination was once again valid, and Lula was again the Ministro da Casa Civil. And then, like in a fevered Magic the Gathering match, where everybody's countering everybody's spells, and you have no idea what the f is going on anymore, a judge came and struck the second judge, and then Lula was Ministro again? No, he was the Minister. Now, it went back. He's
What the f is going on?
Somebody actually made a website where you can go to see if Lula is or is not a ministro right now. And this is where we are right now. The country's completely f***ed. Nobody trusts the government anymore. Nobody knows what the f*** is going on. Nobody knows what tomorrow's gonna bring. People are going to the streets and they're started clashing. There's violence and we've had a casualty already. The duck They killed the duck! Can you believe this shit? This is why I came to Canada. I'm breaking up a sweat here, Jesus. Wow, I think that's, yeah, now you know what's going on in Brazil. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, it helps us out a lot. I'm not sure why I always say us, it's just me here. And I think that's all the time I have for today. I legit need a shower right now. I'm Izzy, and I'm done. Lula is being accused of receiving some is accused by some of having received some cookbacks. There's way too many things to go into right now, but the main thing is Lula's accused by some there's way too many things to go into right now, but Lula's being accused by some there's way too many things to go into right now, but the main thing is that Lula's being accused by some of having received some cutbacks. I can't say cutbacks. Now there's magic cards everywhere.